alternative facts. The year after the pyramid scheme case against Amway ended, 1980, America chose a new president whose election Amway fatefully played a central role in financing and supporting. Amway's founders had fortuitously gained key roles in America's most powerful institutions, the new U.S. president's own political party and his main backer, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Federal prosecutions of MLM pyramid schemes disappeared. The spread of Ponzinomics would move from American living rooms and courtrooms to the national and global stage, where politics and propaganda prevailed. A campaign of alternative facts, replacing the reality the Wisconsin lawsuit revealed, would spread through news media using powerful PR backed by official government policy. The triumph of that decades-long campaign may be seen in the 2016 election of Donald Trump, a longtime MLM spokesman, and his appointment of a member of the Amway founding family, Betsy DeVos, to run America's educational institutions. Many observers have noted that America has recently entered a strange new era, characterized by outrageously false rhetoric and absurd conspiracy theories. Verifiable, widely accepted, even scientifically proven facts now must officially compete with blatant lies, euphemistically called alternative facts. In this new realm, dedicated liars have the extreme upper hand. MLM employed this perverse epistemology long before Donald Trump's administration gave it a public face, corrosively operating at the very foundation of civil society, in neighborhoods, churches, and workplaces, as well as professionally in the halls of Capitol Hill and on K Street. MLM has been arguably the spear point on Main Street, USA, of the new culture of deliberate, outrageous, and pervasive deception. To sustain and spread the myth of Judge Timoney's 1979 decision as supreme and final truth, the keepers of the MLM legend have had to diminish or cover over a cascade of events that expose the ruling as a judicial snafu. Believing in the 1979 Amway ruling requires faith. Inquiry becomes heresy. Beyond having to step over the inherent deception of any endless chain proposition, many other faith-challenging facts continue to raise their head after the ruling, starting with the Wisconsin prosecution of Amway for deception, then a criminal tax evasion case against Amway in Canada. The evidence continued unabated in court rulings against endless chain schemes, class action lawsuits charging deception, racketeering, and pyramid fraud, occasional media investigations revealing near total absence of retail customers, self-published memoirs of cult persuasion in MLM, online videos featuring outrageously false income claims, and data analysis showing virtually 100% loss rates. In keeping with the well-known principles of propaganda making, MLM promoters employed the famous practice of repeating a lie, aka alternative facts, so often it is eventually perceived as the truth. Truth, actual truth, soon becomes stranger or more frightening than the comforting and constantly repeated lie. In an article about the baffling recent phenomenon of millions of Americans believing demonstrably false claims made by President Donald Trump, Forbes contributor Steve Denning referenced the writings of Hannah Arendt on the origins of authoritarianism. Arendt argued that the public, during the Nazi period, quote, do not believe in anything visible, in the reality of their own experience. Obsessed by a desire to escape from reality, They can no longer bear its accidental, incomprehensible aspects. Totalitarian propaganda thrives on this escape from reality into fiction. Current Main Street realities, low pay and limited job market, rising student debt, unaffordable housing, and bankrupting healthcare costs, provide fertile soil for the Ponzinomics fairy tale to take root. MLM's authoritarian character and suppression of critical thinking develop right along with its big lie to create an absolutist ideology on par with what George Orwell studied and wrote about. MLM's endless chain deceptions are now ubiquitous on Main Street, USA. Millions are taught at MLM events and recruiting sessions to deliberately manipulate friends and family and to swear success and happiness in the face of their own losses and social alienation.